And he's like super freaking creative.
Yeah.
So it's like you're like sometimes with him you're like, oh shit, like where are you coming from this? You know?
Yeah.
But super cool. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I've been in New York my whole life and I've never been there. So it's actually where my wife and I became a couple. We went for the first time. She didn't know like I was planning on asking her out, and like I asked her out under the Statue of Liberty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, you heard that? That's crazy. But look, check it out.
Sure, you know, I put it up in the office.
That's one.
Yeah.
I have another one in the back of this.
Dope. That's dope.
So you choose, bro. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Which one you want to give out is all you, man.
Perfect. No, listen, I appreciate it. I'm glad. It's dope when you see people that understand like how the world's moving and changing because of social. Because it's insane, right? I'm closing on a house. The buyer Googled New York real estate podcast.
What?
And then found me on Instagram.
Yo.
Followed me for like 2 weeks on Instagram. Hit me up. She was like, "Hey, look, I'm looking to buy something. Can you help me?" I was like, "Sure." Now she's buying a 2-family on.
Wow.
Yeah. All from a
social
podcast.
media, bro.
Right.
Podcast.
Right. So it's like you never know what the return on investment of one thing is ever going to be, because you could be like here, but the money comes from like back here.
Right, and you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You know, you plant the seeds, man.
Yeah.
Let's take a photo real quick.
Yeah.
You guys are like my social media.
500 videos on YouTube now. The first 325 I did by myself.
Yeah.
And then I hired somebody, and then I've had somebody for the last year about.
Because I'm going to Brazil and I'm trying to get somebody to go with me just to do like to document the street art. And
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm trying to do for my show.
You got to pay for their trip and pay them a little bit.
I know.
You know, so it's probably a few $1,000 expense for that piece of content.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like right now I can spend $2,000.
So then don't. So then do it all yourself.
Yeah.
Take all the video on your phone yourself.
Yep.
Yep.
Straight up.
That's what I'm gonna work on.
321 episodes before I hire somebody.
Or you could do that and then just hire someone to do the editing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do that
exactly.
too.
That's what I should do.
Dylan does that.
Editing.
Yeah, he'll do editing after the fact. But let me run.
Yeah, brother.
I gotta get back to the office. I appreciate it. homie. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
See you, man. Nice seeing you.
Nice meeting you, man.
Like,
Thanks.
Trying to play like both like
That's all you're
I'm here for you, but like also like I sent her a text today. I'm like non-biased, like real estate perspective. Like if you want to wait a month, you're trying to cancel this lease and wait a month. Like prices are gonna go up. Like you're gonna lose your good faith deposit. And like this building is a great value, and I'm just like, this is non-biased. This is like the truth. I get people who I'm like, okay, this is your price point. This apartment's perfect. It's like everything you want. And they're like, yeah, but it's too old. And I'm like, well, you know, it's like, well.
but then
how
you
do
have
I-
to. Then
yeah.
you have to be honest with them.
Yeah.
Then you got to be like, listen. It's ultimately that your desires don't match your budget.
Yeah.
So great. I can show you this everything here new, but it's gonna be another $150.
Yeah.
Or much smaller.
Right.
I guess it's just,
Or further east, or
Yeah.
further north, or whatever it may be.
Around the 6th
yeah.
floor.
I just need to be better at explaining that, I guess, or just like, and that.
You need to
means
be
I
better
need
at like
knowing it.
No.
what
Knowing the
help is.
market.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But there's standards.
Yeah.
Like when you're in the under $3,000 price point,
Mhm.
whether one studio, 1, 2, you know, every $200 makes a significant difference.
Yeah.
So like the difference between 28 and $3 grand is noticeable.
Big difference. Yeah.
It's not huge, but the difference between 22 and 24 is noticeable.
Mhm.
So it's in knowing that like if they're like, yeah, this is great, but if this was 2 blocks west, sure, let me go
Yeah.
show you something 2 blocks west, but
Sure.
it's gonna be $250 more a month.
Okay. Yeah. That's just me knowing that stuff.
The other
I
thing
know I need to
is
learn
at low price at the price point conscious client, they're incredibly fucking picky.
Yeah.
Okay, so the biggest part of my week, even though it's only Tuesday, has been I dedicated the day yesterday to doing something I don't usually do, which is like getting in front of the camera on video and like putting those Instagram videos together. My friend came with me to preview some apartments, and she shot video of me walking around, and she shot video of me in my car talking, like Mike does.
I think what you should do in conjunction to that, like we talked about, and I think all of you should do this, is shoot videos of the apartments while you're in them, and help on like learning how to edit them into something that you can share on social that's easy. But I would 100% suggest posting at least 2 or 3 apartment videos for rent, for sale, for whatever, a week.
Yeah.
A week.
And I
A week. Yeah.
And
You have a tendency to like, and I like it, and I was telling Wyatt the same thing earlier. You have a tendency to like go out and do it for a day and then post like 3 or 4. I think that's counterproductive.
Yeah.
I think because if you post them all at once, you're not going to get as much traffic if you stagger them throughout the day. And the reality is, if people contact you about an apartment, 95% of the time they're renting something else anyway. Or 95% of the time they're buying something else anyway. So it doesn't matter what it is. It's doing that work to get that inquiry. So yeah, that's what I would do. Dylan has now been with us for a little over a week, and I'm very excited with what is going on. For example, yesterday I posted a video about check out the dopest patio in Nolita that you can actually afford. Hasn't done incredibly well on like a view or like perspective based on what other stuff has, but it's actually led to a DM from one of the top producing brokers in the Hudson Valley area. Like, oh my God, this is dope. And we're actually gonna go up there probably sometime in April and like spend a day shooting content up there as buy a country home. Now, maybe it doesn't lead anything, maybe it leads to a referral lead, whatever the hell it is, it provides an exorbitant amount of value for this individual. So maybe at some point I get a lead back in Brooklyn. But for me, it's long-term relationship, everything. Like I'm so not focused on doing immediate right now deals that it's refreshing. I feel it opening doors that are I know will lead to like incredible things. But everything takes longer than you expect. Like I got an email yesterday, I sent it to Angel, because we were talking about this, from somebody from Boy Scouts. I haven't been involved in Boy Scouts for almost 2 years now, like a year and a half. And this is one of the families that one of my past scouts, they're looking to sell their place, and I'm 99.99% sure that I'm walking into that house to get that listing, right? But that's the first time and the first major piece of business that came from Boy Scouts after putting in so many years and years and years of work.
That's right.
But in the case of this person, they were like, oh, we saw how good you did on that Ridgewood thing. Meanwhile, I just sold something in their neighborhood in Middle Village not too long ago, but for whatever reason, they remembered what they saw on Ridgewood, which was a year and a half ago, right?
How they see it?
On social.
So they are on social?
Yeah, everybody's on social, on some form of social, which is why, like, I'm a huge proponent of going wider. So, like, and I know for some of you that are just, like, playing with Instagram, it's a little harder, but, like, to me, it's not just Instagram. It's Instagram, it's YouTube, it's LinkedIn. LinkedIn is an insane amount of fucking value.
Yeah.
You never know where that next anything is coming from. That next anything could be somebody liked this, so it shows up in this person's feed or explore, who clicked this, who liked it as well, whose uncle needs XYZ.
Right.
I would just continue, like I can't implore you all more to spend more and more time being yourself, whatever version of that is, like, because look, if you look at us in this room, we all look different, you know, in different ways. From the way we dress, to the way we present ourselves, to the way we engage with clients, to the markets we do business in, to every aspect. So that authenticity part is becoming more and more valuable every day. Society doesn't necessarily realize it yet, but it is. And we do it on here. We do it on here every day, we just don't realize we're doing it. So like when you're scrolling through whatever network you spend the most time on, you're actually consciously making a decision as to how fast you scroll, or as to what you stop on. And that's your internal bullshit meter. When you see somebody that's salesy, when you see somebody that's fake, or they post the same stupid
But they're
self.
not fake for using LinkedIn and just
No, but
Say,
you,
hey,
you understand when you feel something and feel somebody's fake.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah.
You meet somebody and in the first 20 seconds you're like,
You
fuck this
feel
person.
it. I
Yeah.
feel it.
Right.
You have the energy, how they looking at you.
So-
you something you feel. Yes.
Yeah, so like when we scroll quicker, we're scrolling through the bullshit. We're like, no,
Yeah.
no. And then there's something that we stop at. It's automatic. And that's either someone you're interested in because you think they're real, something that's attractive, babies, kids, babies and kids, are the same
Dogs,
thing. Food,
cats.
dogs,
Babies and kids.
Cars.
naked versions of the opposite sex that might attract you, whatever it may be, right? Like that's how we pay attention. So I truly and utterly believe that authenticity will win long term over anything else. Anything else, guys?
That's it. So
Cool. Who was my 12 o'clock? We sat down about a month ago, give or take. Right?
Yeah, about a month ago. Yeah.
Yeah. How have you been doing at your goal of like taking out a person a day?
Like in February.
Yeah.
I'd say I've averaged like 1 to 2 a day.
I think you're on the right track. Like I see you in here grinding every day, so like it's just a
Yeah.
matter of time.
I know.
You'll get there.
I hope so.
The one thing you've talked about that I think you're maybe not executing on this level is ads. Like although you have a lot of ads up,
Yeah.
I know we talked about 200. Like I think that's
quality,
I think that'll make a big difference.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start previewing too. Like I get my own pictures because like. what
Well, that'll
age
give you the
are you
opportunity to
set?
take video. Like, 'cause
Yeah,
I think video is huge. Video is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
undervalued right now. It's not even fun, dude. Like you're like in the last month of sitting back and just watching, like you're doing all the right things.
Okay. Yeah.
It just takes time to get it
Yeah.
going, and I think you need to be a little pushier. Just be yourself, dude.
Yeah, no, and I
That's it.
have no problem with that.
And the people that you alienate, or the people that don't want to work with you because you don't wear a suit, are doing you a favor
Yeah.
because they're self-filtering themselves out of your life.